Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in and watching. I'm going to jump into it. I am starting off by moisturizing my skin with the Pond's Hydrating Cream. This is a must-do before any makeup application. Next, I am using the MAC Strobe Cream. This is in the shade Pink Light. They do have different colors, so whatever fits best for your skin tone. I am applying mainly to the high points of the face. What I like about strobe cream is that you can apply all over the skin. You can mix it into your foundation. You can even apply on top of foundation. You can even do all three. And that is what I like about the strobe cream. You can use it in many different ways, but it will always give the skin the luminous look. So next I am taking my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This is in shade Light 5. I am applying with my damp beauty blender. I am focusing the product on the outer areas of my face. I will be concealing, so I do not want too much product under my eye area because if I do, it will look very cakey, very creasy, very fast. Next, I will be applying the Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. This is in shade Medium. This is my favorite concealer because it is so creamy. A little bit of product goes a very long way. And this concealer is very easy to blend out. The reason I am applying with my finger is because I feel like when I pick up the product with a brush, a lot goes to waste. So with my finger, I feel like little to no product is wasted. Now I will spray with some Mario Badescu Cucumber Spray to freshen up and hydrate the concealer, which will make it easier to blend. I am waiting to blend out under my eye because I have not finished applying all cream and liquid products to the skin, and if I were to set my eye right after, I feel like some powder can interrupt the rest of the creams and liquids that I want to apply. And like I said, this concealer is so creamy, I can't wait to blend out right before I apply powder. Now I am using the Morphe 9 Warm Foundation Palette. I will be using these two colors to bronze up the skin. This brush I am applying with is from Morphe. It came in a set of 7 face brushes. I am applying just to where you would normally contour. So under the cheekbones, around the forehead, in the nose area, and I like to do a little bit around the lips to give the illusion of a more plump lip. Now I'm going to spray again to freshen up the product, which will make it easier to blend. This is one of the bigger face brushes that came in the Morphe set. It is at an angle, it is very dense but still fluffy. I love this to blend out my cream bronzer. Just the way you would use a beauty blender, how you would bounce it on the skin, you're going to do the same thing with this brush. So instead of swiping and moving the product over the foundation, you're going to be pushing it into the foundation, into the skin, and this will give the effect of more airbrushed and will help your makeup last longer as well. I know you'll feel like you want to swipe just to get the blending over with, but don't. Keep pushing it into the skin, blending it out that way. It might take a little longer, but the results will be very beautiful. Then you can go over with your beauty blender once again, just to blend out the edges and maybe some brush streaks that you may have had. So here is before blended out, and here is after. As you can see, it is giving that soft sun-kissed look. Now I am taking my Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter. This is in the shade Champagne. This is how it looks. So first I am taking it on my finger and applying it that way, but it was not giving me the intensity that I wanted. So you will see right now that I go ahead and apply the product straight to the skin and blend out that way with my beauty blender. And again, I do spray the Mario Badescu spray just to freshen up the product, which will make it easier to blend. Next, I am taking my cream blush by NYX Cosmetics. This is in the shade Tea Rose. I will be applying with my finger. I feel like when I'm picking up the product with my finger, it's also warming it up. So when I apply to the skin, it is very easy to blend out. Now is when I will be blending completely under the eye. I'm done applying all my cream and liquid products, so now I can go and set with a translucent powder. The translucent powder I will be using to set is the Air Spun. I will be only setting under my eye and around the nose area because my makeup does tend to move around there. And you can see how much little bit of product I picked up on my damp beauty blender. And when the beauty blender is damp, it does help melt the powder into the skin, so you won't have that real powdery, cakey look. I also do carve out under my bronzer with powder, so I have a guideline of where not to go past when I'm applying my powder bronzer. Here I am taking my MAC 113 brush and the MAC Cosmetics bronzer in shade Blunt. Just like I did the cream bronzer and how I blended it out, I will be pushing this into the skin, so you could see I'm not really swiping, but more so pushing it in. I do like to apply bronzer first, then I will go in with highlight, and then I will go on top with blush. I feel like that way my highlight isn't sitting right on top of my makeup. It kind of looks like from within. Like I have been saying, that is how I like to do my makeup. I like everything to look as natural as possible. So next I am taking this really thin but fluffy brush, and I'm going to contour my nose a little bit with the same bronzer that I used for my cheekbones and my forehead, Blunt by MAC Cosmetics. And if you can tell, you can really see the strobe cream and the Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter. You can see that my skin is still illuminating from underneath all the product I have laid down. And this is why I like to layer my highlights, because of the intensity you can get when you put liquids before powders. Now it's time to highlight. I am going to spray my face first before I apply the powder highlight. And then I'm going to use the Dose of Colors in collaboration with Desi and Katie, their highlight in Fuego. I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush. If you can tell, you can see that I'm not applying right on top of the cheekbones, more so doing it in the middle of the cheek. I feel like this way is more natural. Whenever you're out and about, the sunlight will hit you in those directions and it'll look more natural and radiant and from within. And please note that I am very, very light-handed right now. Very light-handed. I feel like when you're light-handed, you can build up the intensity instead of just going straight with a lot of product. Heavy-handed will not give you the natural look. Now I'm just going to go with my beauty blender again and just go over those parts, melt the highlight into the skin. You can see I'm feeling myself because my highlight is popping. Now I am taking this blush brush and blush that I got in my Ipsy bag. This is Cabana Boy by The Balm. With blush, I am very, very, very light-handed. I know that I am sweeping it across my face, and I've been saying don't do that, but like I said, I try my best to pack it on, but whatever works for you. And you can see when I turn, you can still see the highlight, and it looks more dewy, more glowy skin instead of harsh right on top. But if that's what you like, that's perfectly fine. You do what works for you. I'm spraying again with the Mario Badescu spray because I'm going to layer one more highlight. This is the last one. This is Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This is a baked highlighter, so it's not going to be as intense. So that's why I like to use it more so as a topper. Now, the last step is setting your face. I am using the Master Fix Spray by Maybelline. After that, we're all done, and this is how I achieve my dewy look. Thank you for watching, guys. And this is how I achieve the perfect dewy skin. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I got some more videos coming for y'all. So I'll see you next time. So I say and that or and this. And that is how I achieved my dewy look, or this is how I achieved my dewy look.
This.
Should I do the hand movement? Oh my god. Dunzo and the Dunzo. Diddly diddly. Diddly diddly.